The Ridge to Rivers Trail System is a wonderful outdoor resource in the Boise foothills. And while we encourage everyone to get out and enjoy the trails, following a few etiquette rules will make them more enjoyable for everyone. In an effort to maintain our single-track trails, hikers and runners should stay single file when using them. Traveling 2 or 3 abreast makes it difficult for others to pass and destroys the vegetation along the trail. It's also important not to make your own trail. Others will follow, creating confusion over the location of the designated trail and leading to further fragmentation of habitat. When the trails are muddy, please stay off of them. Not only does it destroy the vegetation as you maneuver to avoid the mud, it ruins the effectiveness of the drainage feature and degrades the trailhead. As a basic wildland safety measure, be sure to keep the volume of headphones low enough to hear other trail users who would like to pass you from behind, so you can be sure to step aside when they signal to pass. You may also encounter horses along the trail. Horses often don't recognize a person with a pack and can spook easily. If you approach a horse from behind, shout a hello from a safe distance and wait for the rider to wave you by safely. If you come upon a horse traveling toward you, stop, say hello, step to the downhill side of the trail, and allow the horse to pass safely. Following these important etiquette tips will ensure safe, happy trails for everyone. The number one rule for mountain bike usage of the trail system is to always yield to all other user groups. This is an International Mountain Bike Association guideline. And downhill riders should yield to uphill riders, allowing them to maintain momentum. When yielding, it's important to pull to the side of the trail, come to a complete stop, and put your foot down. Avoid riding off-trail to pass others. This leads to widening of the single track and destroys vegetation. Also, it's important not to make your own trail. Others will follow, creating confusion of the location of the designated trail and leading to further fragmentation of habitat. Approaching others at high speed can be intimidating. You should always slow down. A good rule of thumb is to reduce your speed enough that you are able to say hello and hear a reply back. You may also encounter horses along the trails. Horses often don't recognize a bike and can spook easily. If you approach a horse from behind, slow down, shout a hello from a safe distance, and wait for the rider to wave you by safely. If you come upon a horse traveling toward you, stop, say hello, step to the downhill side of the trail, and allow the horse to pass safely. Trails frequently contain blind corners. Always slow down when approaching a blind corner and expect to encounter someone on the other side. This will ensure a safe trail experience for everyone. Thank you for helping us create a positive atmosphere on the trails. Patrons are more than welcome to bring their best friends to the trails, and that includes Fido. Just be sure to check to see if the trail you're headed to is an on-leash or a controlled off-leash trail. Signs are posted at the trailheads, or you can visit the maps on our website at ridgetorivers.org. In either case, always carry a leash with you. At on-leash trails, dogs are required to be on a leash at all times. For controlled off-leash trails, please follow these simple rules. Keep your dog within 30 feet and under strict voice command. Keep your dog from running and jumping on other trail users. Not everyone is comfortable around dogs and may be intimidated by this behavior. Also, an uncontrolled dog might easily spook a horse, causing a serious accident. If you encounter horses, call your dog back to you and step to the downhill side of the trail, allowing the rider to pass by safely. And be sure your dog does not chase or dig for wildlife, big or small. And at all trails, don't forget the bag to pick up after your pet. Keeping the trails clean and safe will make them more enjoyable for everyone. Horses are welcome on most Ridge to Rivers trails. Here are a few key points to remember as you ride in the foothills. Please don't use the trails if they are muddy or soft. A horse's hoof can leave deep holes in the trails, making uncomfortable conditions for other users. Ride only on designated system trails. Much of the foothills is private land, and riding off-trail in these areas is considered trespassing. This also leads to confusion for other trail users and fragmentation of important plant and wildlife habitat. Ridge to Rivers trails receive over 1 million visits a year and are often located on steep hillsides with limited visibility. Refer to the Ridge to Rivers website for suggested trails that are less crowded, wider, and provide better sight distance. And lastly, enjoy the trails, and remember to ride safely and responsibly.